I was born in Jalpa, Zacatecas, and I migrated here about 2 years old with my family. At the young age of 10 years old, my brother Santiago got me into boxing. And he said, "I really like boxing, and let's get you to a gym. Let's all go together." And we were always fighting on the streets with each other. It was 4 brothers, 1 sister, and we were always fighting. And he decided to try out boxing, and from there we got into the gym. And it was, Jeremy Ramos, 91 from Colorado Springs. It was in the Tachi Palace Casino in Lemoore, California. It was for the junior NABF title at 154, and it was a fight that a lot of people saw. Very competitive fight. I went in there first round, measured him out, got some good shots in the second round. All hell broke loose. We started exchanging. I got some good shots in, and I was able to put him down, exchanging of punches, and I came in for the kill. And unfortunately, he got me with the shot. I went down, and it was a great round. So we both got knockdowns in that round, and I went on after that. I just kept pressuring him, and I was able to, constantly break him down. And in the 6th round, I was able to, with a flurry of punches, hurt him again, and finish him off. And the referee stopped the fight, and it was, the happiest day of my life. So it was a huge victory in front of my fans and family. It was early in my career, and I mean, now I feel like, any fighter that I fight, I want to keep fighting good fighters, because I don't want to go down. I want to keep moving up, fighting good fighters, and that brings the best out of me. I've seen that many times. So when I step in the ring, every time I fight now, I'm defending the belt. So people are coming for what I have. They see a belt and opportunity, they're gonna come and and try to take it from me. So I have to keep defending my belt and showing them why I got here and why I deserve to be here. And why they're not gonna take my spot. But it's a different kind of pressure now. Yeah, when the time comes, and when there's opportunity to fight for a belt that is open, a vacant belt, and they say, what, there's a chance at 147, 149, 160. Those category weight classes, I think I can make them. I would definitely go up and down in weight classes, just like my idol Oscar De La Hoya. I'm just energetic fighter. I just, after a win, I just start jumping everywhere, and I say I jump 6 feet in the air, and once I clear those ropes, people they love it. So people see that, and then they tend to call me the grasshopper or the Chapulin. Yeah, I consider myself a very athletic boxer puncher. That I could, if I have to trade in the middle, we could trade. If I could box, I would box him. Oscar De La Hoya, man, is just a fighter that I look up to, and I always looked up to, because of the way he brought himself up in the career, and the way he promoted himself, and the way they pushed him. And he was a Mexican American fighter, and he did a lot of things for his family, and it reminds me of me a lot. And when he won that gold medal for his mother, that was a emotional moment, and reminds me of me sometimes, the jabs, certain things. But he was the person I look up to. If we jumped in the time machine, there's great fighters out there that would have loved to fight. Vargas, there would have been Trinidad. It would have been my idol, myself, De La Hoya. It would have been a great fight. Those guys, it would have been a great fight to have. It would have been big fights and big name fights, and I'm just excited. I'm excited for what's coming next. So we have other fighters that are aligned right now that are big names. So maybe we can get them in the future. Yeah, constantly watching videos from the past history. Watching Muhammad Ali and Tyson. Tyson, I liked a lot of his mental tactics. He said it was in the back. He was very fearful. He was afraid, but he said that with that fear, he was going to use it against his opponent. Because he was so scared, he wanted to finish the fighter, because he was that much scared. That he thought he could lose. A lot of those mental things that I've watched from these past fighters in the history has improved myself, because it's a mental game. Yeah, I would say for the sport of boxing, for the fans, I think it's great for. A lot of fighters are not fought against other fighters, because of their managers. They say they shouldn't fight them, but I think if they're in the rankings and if they're in the top 10, those top 10 fighters should all fight each other. And you want to see who's the best, in the sport, and who could hold that belt for the longest, My near future, we have one more fight pending for this year. We have December 5th in Fresno, California, at the Save More Center. We look to jump in the ring for another 8-round fight, and an opponent yet to be named. But that looks like next to be the next fight. It'd be great. Guys, I always want to be remembered. The kind of fighter I am is just a fighter that was willing to give it his all, and just fight hard for the fans, because they deserve it. We all have different skill sets. I think everybody has, some people can be lawyers, some people can be doctors, but I was, I was born to be a boxer, and I have skills to be a boxer. So, me as a fighter, I just want to be remembered as, somebody that gave it, wanted to give excitement to the fans. Outside of boxing, I just always want to be remembered as, person that was giving, and just for myself, I'm the kind of person that's worries about other people first before myself. I'd rather have first for them to have fun, and if they're having a good time, then maybe I can, relax a little bit and be like, just spread the love, just there's plenty of love, love and fame for everybody, so there's no need to be jealous or selfish. Just spread the world, spread the peace and love, so for everybody.